This is our second episode, and we're super excited to be here today.
Just a reminder, if you're watching today's live, comment and participate with us, and you'll be entered in to win a $10 gift certificate to Queen Bee Boutique. And make sure you watch until the end so you can see what the highlight is. You guys notice the birthday decorations? Today we are celebrating positive aging here at the Hive on our second Queen's Talk episode. I turned 30 in 3 days, and someone very special to me turned 60 this month. Please welcome my mom, Linda Smith.
Hi, girls.
Welcome.
Thank you, Linda.
No problem. Just have a seat here.
Okay, so age seems to mean a lot more to women than it does to men. So since Linda's turning 60 and Jenny is turning 30 in just a few days, we wanted to just take some time to talk about what age means to us and how it defines us.
I also turned 30 this year, and I've been feeling really down about it, freaking out basically. And Jenny said something that really sat with me. She said, well, it's better than the alternative. And growing older is a privilege that a lot of people don't get to have. And because of that, we wanted to take just a moment of today's live to pay a special tribute to some people in our community who have passed away in the last couple of weeks, who were taken from us way too young. One of them is Alex Garrett. He was my husband's childhood best friend. He was involved in an ATV accident. And then a couple weeks ago, 2 19-year-olds from our community were involved in a terrible car accident, and tragically both passed away. So we just really wanted to give tribute to them for a moment. I'll add to that too. Somebody close to me lost her husband. I didn't ask her for any permission for any names, but I won't give any names, but that was really, that hit me hard too. Like each day is a blessing. So like Holly, I was a little bit negative too about turning 30. I was holding on to that 29 age for dear life. And my best friend Amy told me, she said, we learned a lot about life in our 20s, now we can apply it in our 30s, which I thought was super cool. Looking at it as a new adventure rather than something negative. So that kind of changed my thinking, and then I was able to kind of encourage Holly and change her thinking a little bit. And I think that's what, this whole thing's about, is just encouraging people to think a different way, right? In a positive way. So, I feel like men, they grow older and women look at them as like more handsome and dignified, and a woman grows older and she has to worry about wrinkles and if her husband's looking at a younger woman, and it's just a lot different for women than it is men. I didn't think about that. Yeah, it's hard. What do you think about how do you feel about your age?
My age? I feel good about my age because I feel good about me, and it's got to do with not how old you are. Age is just a number. I'm turning 60, which sounds crazy when I say it and I hear it. Sometimes my body feels like I'm turning 60, but in my life I've always stayed active, and I just try to just be my best in everything that I do. Being active and feeling strong, it makes you feel good about yourself. You know how it feels like when you get up out of bed and you have a good hair day, and you don't know how it happened. Well, you need to have an attitude every day, like it's a blessing from God when you wake up and you put your feet on the ground, and just go about your day and be your best each day. And you're not going to have good days every day, but just give it your best attitude and drive, and just feeling good about yourself no matter what life throws at you. Not always easy. But that's a good way to approach it. I can say this about my mom. She is the hardest working woman I've said that a million times to everybody. And Amy, if you're watching, she says, I walked in her house and she's washing walls, and like, I think that is something that I've picked up on from her is, just working hard and things like that. So there's things that's going to give you confidence throughout your life, that you're going to pull from, and you're going to be able to be more positive with whatever age you are, right guys? I can also attest to how hard of a worker Linda is. When Jenny first rented this space for the Hive, when I walked in, I was like, Jenny, I don't know what you're thinking, but Linda and Jenny turned this place into this beautiful thing that I could have never even imagined.
And she worked every day with Jenny making it work.
Absolutely. And I was lost, wasn't I? I've never done drywall stuff. Mom's always worked kind of hard. My dad was a construction worker for years, so she learned a lot. And it was like a total different realm for me. I was really overwhelmed by it, but Mom was right there working with me, and
Well, it was a good team effort. I'm good at the painting and those, and you're good at getting it pretty. And you made it pretty, and it's a beautiful shop, and I'm very proud of you for what you've done here. It's gorgeous. Yeah.
thank you very much.
Amy said, I feel like Linda's ageless. She looks just as good as we did when we were 18.
Oh, I love you, Amy.
I wish you were here with us. Amy, we invited Amy to come because this is kind of like a birthday celebration for my birthday, and I wanted my best friend and my mom here. But Amy, she's far in her pregnancy, and she's dealing with some things. So, but I love you, Amy. We appreciate you.
Thank you, Amy.
So because 30 and 60 are such big milestones for both of Linda and Jenny, we wanted to take some time to interview them and ask them some questions. So neither of them know what questions we're going to ask, so you're going to hear their raw, genuine answers.
Which I was really stressed about, but it's fine.
Yeah. I don't know if you want raw for me or not.
Well, the first one's easy. We just wanted to compare like the ages. So what do you do, Jenny, when you first wake up in the morning? And what time do you normally wake up?
Okay, so it depends. So recently, I've been waking up at 9, around 9. But if I stay up super late, it's like 10, because I have an afternoon shift. And when I wake up, what do? I grab that cell phone. I check my notifications.
Yeah.
And then I've recently, this is a routine for me now, the last like about 2 months, I've grabbed my devotion and I try to get a positive outlook. And that's changed my attitude a lot. What about you, Mom? What time do you wake up?
Oh, it depends. At my age, it could be 2:30 or it could be 7 o'clock. I mean, but average around, say, 7 o'clock. First thing I do is coffee and Candy Crush.
That's funny. Yeah, she's always been an early riser. I'm kind of like a afternoon.
Yeah, we know that. And so now with school starting back again full time, I'm sure that's kind of
Well, that's what pushed me up to getting up earlier. I wouldn't be getting up earlier if they didn't have school, which I'm really thankful they have school.
Yeah, thank.
Yeah, the virtual school's hard.
Yeah, it is. It really is.
So on the flip side of that, what's the last thing each of you do before bed? And I guess, what time do you go to bed normally?
So, usually like around 11, depending if I'm running. See, my head never turns off. My mind, it drives me crazy. So if I've prepared myself to go to bed at my time, it's usually like 11. What do? I check my notifications. That sounds terrible. That's what I do. Yep. What about you?
Usually around 11 or 12. With your dad working the shift he does, he'll get in around 1 a.m. But if the dogs allow me to go to sleep, then it's usually I'll get in bed and get all snuggly, and then one of them's barking. I got to get back up and let them out, and then all three went out, and then you got to wait till they want to come back in. But usually around 11 o'clock.
And then what do you do for your bed?
I have sometimes I'll watch TV and then I'll play games on my phone again, and then have prayers and go to sleep.
That's crazy how we kind of like wake up the same way we go to bed.
Yeah.
Y'all do that?
I do.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do pretty much the same thing you do. Check my phone. Check my phone before I go to sleep.
Yeah.
Me too.
It's just the thing.
Except I go to bed at like 9. I don't know.
But one thing I've recently changed though is I've gotten off of most social media platforms because I found it was taking up too much of my time.
Yes.
And it wasn't a good energy, and so I just kind of unplugged from that, and it's opened up. It's less stressful.
So I love that. I feel like that's a good episode because I'm being more positive with my social media now. I'm using it for a good thing rather than just finding funny memes that I find funny, but that somebody might find offensive. And so like that is a good topic, but it's like what my routine is like right straight to that phone.
Yeah.
Maybe I can try to break that. I've read things about like putting your phone where you can't reach it, so you don't get. Yeah.
I would love to, but we just use our Facebook and stuff for work so much, and where I answer phone calls all through the night, I have to keep my phone right there all the time.
Yeah, I know.
And I don't, so I'm lucky.
You're lucky. She's lucky.
I know.
Okay, so this one's just for Linda. If you could be 30 again, what would you do differently?
if I would have realized I was gonna live to be this old, I probably would have taken better care of myself.
That's
You
good though.
Done more healthier things and better lifestyle, a healthier living, more exercise, because I don't like to exercise. I don't mind working.
She's active.
You know, I can work, but like how many stomach crunches or leg lifts can I do? I don't even want to think about it.
Yeah.
Back in the day with me and my girlfriends, when you were
When
just
you were
a
probably, I was
baby,
gonna say it would have been when you were 30 probably.
when I was like in the mid to 20s to 30, weightlifting. Me and the girls in the morning when we got the kids in school,
Yeah.
we would weightlift in my garage.
But you fell off the routine like I always
Yeah,
do.
fell off the routine. But we did it for a few years,
Oh, that's good.
but then, you know, people came and went, but the group of us, especially me and Bambi, we were working out pretty regularly, and I wish I had that muscle
So you would have
strength.
kept going that through.
They always
years.
say muscle has memory, but after so many decades, that's kind of stretching it, you know. You gotta stay on it a little bit.
Right now. Okay, so Jenny, by the time you're 60, what do you hope to accomplish?
I hope to still be having a business. I don't know the hive. I'd like to have a business and keep growing that. I want my kids to have good work ethic. So I want to have hardworking kids by then, right? Because yeah, they do.
Well, you'll have grandkids by then, don't you?
Oh gosh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah. So
Dane would be 39, almost 40.
yeah. So I would have grandkids by then. So I want to have. Man, that's hard to think the other way around. I mean, I want to be wiser too. I really do, because I want to be able to control my emotions better, and by then I better have it licked. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I want to do that. Maybe.
At 60, you always have your emotions licked, but hopefully you're wiser and
I want to be wiser for sure.
I think you just kind of slow down. By the time, see, in your 20s, you're young and you're going at life like gangbusters. You don't really know what you're going to do. In your 30s, you really kind of figure out where you're going, what direction you're going to head in, and you're having children, probably in your 20s too, and in 30s. Mm-hmm. And then in your 40s, you're kind of like you're gathering together in your household, your assets, financially, and your possessions. Then in your 50s, you're kind of like, your kids are leaving the house, grandkids are coming along. Then you start kind of clearing out some of that clutter you gathered in your life through the decades. Then in your 60s, I'm thinking more like I've really purged, made my life as simple as I can, and look forward to just family, friends, and time with, your dad.
Enjoying the things that really matter.
You get the clutter out, and I think that's pretty consistent. Not all people live their lives that way, but that's kind of the way I did it.
So I may have had already handed over my business to somebody else by then.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
possibly.
Yeah, because you're just kind of wanting to chill a little bit.
Unless you're like our dad, he's never gonna let go.
He can't. He is such a control freak.
Oh, so that would probably be me, maybe.
Yeah, you're a little bit of a control freak sometimes.
That's
I like
hilarious.
that what you said though. I feel like both mentally and physically, like you said, in your 60s, you're gonna just declutter everything.
Yeah,
physically, physically
Yeah.
and mentally.
You want to make things easier because as you age, things do get harder to do, and your energy level, it just decreases. I don't care if you're in shape and you work out every day or whatever. This just Father Time wreaks havoc on the human condition.
Yeah.
So you just got to be smart, and it's like I always say, work smart, not hard.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know?
Smarter, not harder.
Mhm.
Amy said that you get more exercise than her and Jenny combined.
True that.
Okay, so for the both of you, do you love yourself?
I would say yes. There's things about me that I want to work on, but I do love myself, and I have more confidence in my older years than I did my younger years.
Yeah, I love myself, but I always think of myself as a caregiver. So I want to think about doing what's right for others, especially those I love and in my family and friends. But I have a good friend that she always just tells me to take that pause, take that deep breath, and think about yourself and what's good for you too, because she told me I deserve it. and I do. You know?
I think we're always our worst critics, so
Definitely.
you know. So I mean, loving yourself is powerful, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
That took me back. I'm like, I don't know. I never thought of that. So
Well, even like as moms or like as an aunt, you're always thinking about like your kids or your
Right,
family, your
100%.
husband, and it's hard to stop and think about what do
do
I
you
need.
Yeah.
I love that. Yeah, that's really important. I've been to the point where you just extend yourself, and then there's nothing left, and then you're just kind of like an emotional wreck.
You've given everything to everybody else, but none to yourself.
Yeah.
But like at the same time, you love doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
feel purpose from it. That's interesting.
And exhausting.
Yeah.
So this is also for both of you. What makes you laugh?
We laugh all the time.
Sense of humor is so
It's so
important.
important. Yeah.
You gotta be able to laugh at yourself.
I
You
mean,
know,
yes.
me and Jenny, when we get together, we crack each other up, you know.
That was
Yeah.
one thing Jenny told us when she was talking about you being on the show today. She was like, she has the best sense of humor. I think she'll be great on the show.
Mom can
That
make
could
it.
put me on the
Another
spot.
thing she can do
We need
to
a one-liner here.
Yeah, she's good at one-liners, and she's really good at making up jingles, and I find that hilarious because I can't do that. That's so cool. She's quick, but we laugh. Man, we've been a family of laughter for.
Yes.
So it's
if
just
you can't
what-
laugh, then you're in trouble.
You know what is always funny? That is kind of weird. Farting is hilarious.
Well, you have big boys, so that's
Yeah. You have a house full
Well,
of
I have 3 older brothers, so you know.
We always laugh about that.
You know the baby poop stories? They just make you giggle.
Yeah.
That's so funny because Reagan said she got some bed, so last night Andrew let off gas. Like in the middle of the night, 2 a.m., we're all sleeping. Reagan wakes up out of the dead sleep. She's like, "Ew, daddy," and then falls right back asleep.
I mean, if you can't laugh at that,
Yeah.
that's just
I
funny.
like that she blamed Daddy,
I-
not
Yeah,
you.
she knew exactly.
Yeah, she's so cute.
It's hilarious.
Oh, okay, so Linda, how was your life at 30 different than what Jenny's is now at her being 30?
At 30, I had Jenny. She was born 2 weeks before I turned 30.
Mm-hmm.
So I had 4 children at that age,
And Jenny's the youngest.
and Jenny's the youngest, and I had a brand new baby, being you. Now you're turning 30, and your twin boys are going to be 7. So
Yeah.
I still had an infant, so that's something that was
That's
different,
Yeah.
and just trying to juggle. Four children, but I knew she was going to be my last, so I really took the time to enjoy her because I knew that was my last, baby that I'd have, and the next one would be grandchildren down the road.
Yeah.
So that was different.
Yeah.
And two, Jenny's a career woman, and at 30, I had jobs, but they were just jobs. I didn't have a business or a career. And so that was a big difference there. Her business mind too, I was never driven like that. I just had a job because I needed the money to collect the paycheck, and
Right.
always did the best at whatever job I
Absolutely.
had, but wasn't driven like you're
Our family
really
lives
driven.
are different though. Yeah, our family lives are different. Like she's still married to my dad,
Yeah, 42 years this
Yeah,
year.
which is awesome. Yeah, and you don't hear of that often anymore.
Never.
So that's different, you
Yeah.
know. So that kind of changes the way how much she was able to even work at the job because of the family life difference.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. We had support too, though, from grandma and grandpa,
Yeah.
and so.
That kind of is the same.
And you've got that is the same. I
Yeah.
helped you.
And I live right behind my mom, different yards, but yeah, we have our own yards.
I live right beside my dad too.
Yeah. Okay. I never thought about that similarity.
Yeah.
I like it. And that was the
Of
same.
course you do.
Get out of, go to Naughty's. Get out of here.
Yeah.
Like you're coming down. I was thinking about how much easier life is just with the kids, just sending them down. Because remember when they were babies, toting all their stuff and
Car seats and diaper bags. Didn't have to do that. We had this whole setup at my house for the kids. So.
yeah, but still, it was just making sure they're down there. Now I'm like, get out of here, go. Go to Naughty's, I gotta go, that kind of thing. And sometimes I'll bring them, but it's just life is easier in that way. But
Well, when they're not around, we miss them too.
I
I'm like,
know.
when are they gonna be back? I miss my boys. So.
Absolutely.
Yeah, my dad always, he's like texting me, can I walk over and get Reagan?
So is Reagan his only granddaughter?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, on both sides, Reagan's the only grandkid.
Oh my gosh,
Wow.
I think she gets all the attention, huh?
Yeah.
She's spoiled.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, and Bentley, of course.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
He's
right.
always been like, a grandkid. He calls our dad Papa and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So Jenny, is 30 different than what you imagined when you were younger?
You know, I never thought ahead. You know much about me back when I was younger. I wasn't very planning, so I never thought about 30. Really.
With her and Amy, they never planned on getting on the school bus together.
Yeah.
Every day.
And I was like, you're 18, I don't even care anymore. It's not my, not me going
They
down.
didn't try to intentionally miss the bus, so they thought I wouldn't make them go to school, but then I made them get in the car and I'd have to drive them to
Oh
school.
yeah, that was fun. I'm thinking back when I was younger, I didn't think about 30, but honestly, when I was 18, I didn't even think I would go to college. I didn't decide to go to college and further my, get a career idea until I had my son. So, I don't know. I never thought that far.
It's also a huge accomplishment that you and Amy are still friends from 15 to 30.
Oh yeah, and
That's also really rare.
yeah, I'm so thankful for her, man. She's my girl, and we've been through a lot together.
She said
We were awful.
You guys were. Drove me crazy. I had to get out in the cold car, go warm it up, get you both in the back seat.
Yeah, we were a lot. But we turned out pretty good.
Yeah. It worked out.
Yeah. So both of you, what do you look forward to for the rest of your life?
Oh, I look forward to my kids, watching my kids grow and become a grandparent, and just enjoying close. I finally have, I wanted to touch on this not necessarily this thing, but I finally have, I feel like my foundation, my home life inside my household stable, and I'm excited to enjoy just my family and normal things.
Yeah.
Yeah, a good solid family foundation, which is built upon God. That's my belief. That makes for a solid life, and just always trials and tribulations, and we don't know what the future holds. But if you've got that solid foundation beneath you, especially with God, that you can withstand more than you realize.
Absolutely.
Until you're in a storm, you don't know. But once you've gone through them and you're just going, made it through
You
that one.
appreciate things.
And
you haven't had that.
And you'll learn lessons. And another thing I've also learned too, when you're going through hard times in life, family, friends, or whatever, it's not always about you. Sometimes the lesson that is being taught is to somebody that is around you. So it's not, you can't always say, well, why is this happening to me? Sometimes it's not happening to you. It's just you're on that ride and that journey for that other person. And coming out on the end, sometimes when everything settles, you kind of see that.
Oh,
you're
yeah,
going through it, you may
hindsight's
not.
2020. That is for sure.
Yeah.
Don't you feel like when you look back at stuff, you're like, that happened for a reason, and I understand that now?
Yeah. And I'm like, why? Why did I see that?
Mhm.
Why would I have these blinders on?
Absolutely, I know.
that makes me think of my friend Jennifer. She's going through something right now, and we were talking about it yesterday. And she said that our friend Clayton told her, well, maybe because she's just kind of mad about it, and she said Clayton told her, well, maybe God put this on you because he knew that you could handle it and not someone else.
That's right.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Which is true because Jennifer is an amazing, strong person.
Oh yeah, she's super strong, and I told her that I thought that was a really good outlook to have on it.
Absolutely.
So this is the last question. We want both of you to give us a piece of advice on what to look forward to. Not us, but everybody. So what to look forward to when they turn 30, and then what to look forward to when they turn 60.
So, I would just say, looking at it as an opportunity, I'm telling you, it was crazy how when she said that, it changed my outlook. Because I was just like, damn, that's crazy,
Well, she said what? Life is better than the alternative?
No, well, that too. But when she said that, Jen, we've learned a lot in our 20s. Now in the 30s, we can apply it. I'm like, I have learned so much in my 20s. It's been wild. And I'm so much smarter when it comes to people. I kind of actually look at things way differently. And I'm excited for what that will bring to me in my 30s because I'm done getting run over by people just because I try to see the good in people. That's what I'm excited for my 30s.
I'm not laughing at you. I'm just thinking about what I was going to say.
What?
Because when you turn 60, I'm at the point where I'm very opinionated about a lot of different things, and I don't need to go into them here, but I'm very opinionated. and I'm to the point where I'm sure about what I believe. Not that my mind can't be changed. If you can convince me,
You better be
I
a
will
lawyer.
listen.
You better be able to
But-
sell the points.
But that's a good point though, like even at 60, you're open to like hearing new.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, but you better be able to drive that argument home.
she knows.
I'm pretty good at it sometimes, but
Yeah, she is. But I'm pretty set in how I believe what I think at 60, and I'm pretty confident in it, you know. But yeah, so there you go.
so
So and we bumped heads on a lot of issues growing up too,
Yeah.
but that's because of the age difference too, and it's just like I say, oh Jenny, you know,
you don't know.
I said I'm trying to help you, but you're just gonna have to go down that path yourself, you know. And I'm like, so she does.
I remember like when I was younger, I would hate when my dad was like, "You're just too young to understand right now."
Yeah.
And I was like, "No, I'm not. I'm smart."
And we think that we're so smart.
And you'll be saying that to your daughter one day.
I say it to my cousin Mahela all the time. I'm like, Mahela, you just don't understand yet.
Yeah.
And like I feel like a hypocrite. I'm like, I hate it.
No, but it's true. They don't.
Like,
And they shouldn't let them
Yeah.
have their little
Yeah.
moment.
They don't have to learn all this hard stuff right now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that wasn't too bad. I was a little scared. So,
Yeah.
so now, is it time for our game?
Yes.
Okay. So I guess we need to be paying attention to the comments on this. So now it's time for our game, where if you interact with us during that, you get added to a drawing for some Queen Bee Boutique cash. For this, we all picked out 2 influential women. We're going to show, of course, Betty White. Y'all know I love me some Betty White. I told Holly, tell Kayla she can't have Betty White.
I also really love Betty White.
Do you?
I love Betty White.
Who doesn't
Yeah, who doesn't love
Yeah, really. You love Betty White?
I love her.
I know, she's hilarious.
You
So,
never hear anything bad about her.
no, that's so true.
Yeah.
And that says a lot, because you know that Hollywood can be rough.
Oh yeah.
So go in the comment section, tell me how old you think Betty White is. I would ask my mom, but I kind of gave her the cheat sheet, didn't I? For mine too. She's gonna know these other ones, but so
And no Googling out there.
yes, exactly. Just guess. So just guess in the comments how old you think Betty White is, and then I'm gonna show you a couple quotes. So I was going through quotes by Betty White. I don't know how people can get so anti-something. Mind your own business, take care of your affairs, and don't worry about other people so much. And I put that up there because when we worry about what other people are doing, or we're constantly judging, or we're stressing, it ages you.
Yeah.
Don't you guys think? So like we all know that Betty White is just a carefree type character, right, Mom?
Yeah, she's hilarious.
Yeah.
Also caring about what other people are caring about. That's my problem.
Yeah.
Me too. We're the same in that. I feel
Yeah.
like so we're working on that because we're gonna all not every. You said something to me one day, something about
You can be the juiciest peach on the tree, but there's always gonna be somebody who hates peaches.
yes, and then we take it personally, but
Yeah.
I think that going into that exactly like mind your business, and even I thought of this, not even when I read that, but this kind of clicked. It's not your business what other people think of you. It's not our business, and I'm like, okay, if I can,
You're allowed to have your own opinions.
You are.
That's fine.
and we don't need to know all that. Like,
Yeah.
so
Just don't tell me.
just don't tell me.
Yeah.
It hurts my feelings.
Yeah.
Yes. So the next one is, all right, Betty said, get at least 8 hours of beauty sleep, 9 if you're ugly. That's hilarious. There was another one on there I love of hers, but it was a little too vulgar. But you guys gotta Google Betty White quotes. They're hilarious.
Yeah, they are.
So, then the next one is Jamie Lee Curtis. I chose Jamie because everybody says mom looks like her. What do y'all think? Comment below if you think my mom looks like Jamie Lee Curtis. Didn't you have somebody like tell you that when you were mowing grass or something?
I've been called Jamie Lee so many times, It's
Yeah.
just
Thrown
funny.
in a younger picture of Linda to compare to her.
Oh,
younger
yeah.
picture.
I've
We'll
got
post
free
it on the
coffee
site
at
later.
convenience
Yeah.
stores. I got, hey, Jamie Lee.
Yeah, she's always
out
out of the house. And I had never really researched her. I'd seen her in movies, obviously, Freaky Friday, Halloween. How old do you think Jamie Lee Curtis is? Comment below. You'll get entered for the drawing. But she actually struggled with drug addiction, and I didn't know that. So that is a topic near and dear to my heart. But Jamie said, my recovery is the single greatest accomplishment in my life. Without that, the rest of my life would have fallen apart. Recovery is acceptance that your life is in shambles and you have to change it. That's powerful. And she's been sober for 20 years now. So that's another accomplishment. So that is something we're gonna bring. We want to touch on addiction in upcoming
I
episodes.
think that addiction is everybody's had some form of, like, not like you're addicted, but know somebody that has been and it's changed your life.
Yes, and it could not even be drug addiction. It could be gambling addiction.
Yeah.
There's a lot. So we definitely want to
Candy
cover
crush
that.
addiction.
Yes, Facebook addiction.
Yeah.
Work
Yeah,
addiction.
social media.
Yeah. So like, I mean, recovery is a big deal. But you know, when it comes to drug addiction, it's a life or death situation. So
It is.
I'm really, really proud of Jamie for getting it, going to recovery. So the next one was, I want to be a new version of the 70-year-old woman, vital, strong, very physical, very agile. And the older I get, the more yoga I'm going to do, which it kind of goes back to my mom with the activity and stuff like that. I love that. And
the older I get, the more yoga. I want yoga.
you don't want to do yoga? I don't like yoga either.
I need yogurt.
Yogurt.
She actually, Jacob had it. Remember that?
I know.
Was it
Commercial.
Festiva?
Yes!
To make you regular.
Exactly.
That's another thing when you get 60.
So that's funny because I was reading about her. One of the things that I was going to share was this. She said people do great things, but I get asked about my bowel movements.
That's funny.
Like, could you imagine being known for that? Like, you're known for
Yeah.
the Queen Bee Boutique, and you're getting questions, or you're known for Prudence, and you're too. So imagine if you were known for regular.
Yeah, that would be.
Well, you know, she got kind of stereotyped just from one commercial.
Yeah, even though like all her
I
movies
know.
were iconic things.
Absolutely, that's what she put in there. That's
Yeah.
hilarious,
So
isn't it?
funny.
You never know what's gonna catch.
Yeah.
All right, so
So I chose Queen Elizabeth II. I love the royal family. Prince Philip just had heart surgery at 99 years old, which is a miracle. Most of the time when you're that old, they're just like, it's too risky, we shouldn't even attempt surgery.
Wow.
So here is Queen Elizabeth at 18. Something that I love about her, she's the youngest monarch to be accepted into like a position of empowerment. So she's the youngest queen or king ever. When she was 18, she joined the army. It was the last year of World War II, and she was a mechanic. She worked on trucks in the army.
wow.
And then in 2013, she thought that it was crappy that if you're born in the line of succession and you're a girl, you should be the next in line. But even if you have a younger brother, because he's a man, he gets to be king.
Oh,
They
really?
skipped a girl. She got it because her family only had girls, and she was the oldest, so she was allowed to be queen.
Wow.
But her grandchildren, it was a girl born and then a boy, and that wasn't fair. She wanted her granddaughter to be queen. So in 2013, she made a new law called the Crown Act and changed that. So
Awesome.
nobody can skip somebody just because they're a girl.
I like that.
So here she
So
is
comment below,
now.
how old do you think Queen Elizabeth is?
Wow. I totally put it. Now these in order. Okay. So here is Cher. I also really love Cher. She is very much just like Queen Elizabeth into like woman empowerment. And she has this quote, and I love it. I actually have like it painted and setting on my desk at work. When she was younger, her mom was like, just, quit the acting stuff. It's too much. Don't sing. Just like settle down and marry a rich man. And her response was, Mom, I am a rich man.
Love that.
And I love that. Like,
Yeah.
I don't need somebody to make money for me. Like, I can work and support myself.
Yes.
And she's also like really into charity work and not trying to get like into politics, because I don't want to tell you who I like in politics, but she's very big into politics and she supports that and stuff.
Your mom loves politics.
I do silently. So Kayla has Dolly Parton.
How old do you guys think Cher is now? Comment below.
So I chose Dolly Parton, partly because she's also from the Appalachian region. Everybody knows, she was born in Tennessee and stuff. So that's pretty close to us in the Appalachian region. In this picture, she's 25, so I just turned 25, so that's why I chose this picture. But I feel like her at 25 and me at 25 is a lot different.
Yeah.
Maybe just because of the times and stuff, but I just wanted to find a picture of her at the same age as what I am now. So I put my notes on my phone, of course.
Man, she's
So one of the reasons I wanted to pick her was, if you know me, I love kids, and Dolly Parton's done a lot of work for children. She has, she has an organization called the Imagination Library, and it's where any kid, I guess it's birth.
under the age of 5.
Yeah,
My kids
under
get
the
them.
age of 5.
Oh, they used to get them.
Oh, that's
We have
really cool.
tons of them.
Yeah. So any kid from birth to age 5, you can get a free book once a month until they go to kindergarten. So, and that's something that's still going on. So if you have kids under 5, you can go online and sign up for that, and you get a free book every month. So that was something that I really loved about Dolly Parton. And
She's also been really involved in like the COVID vaccine.
yeah, so that was another thing that I saw, not really about the vaccine, but in Tennessee just a few weeks ago, there was a bill proposed that they wanted to put a statue of her at the Tennessee Capitol. And she publicly axed it and said, no, absolutely not. I don't want that right now. There's so many more important things happening in the world. I don't want that attention. I don't need it. Attention can go elsewhere. And she said, if in a few years everybody still feels like I am worthy of that, or even after I'm gone, then absolutely, but not right now. So I really love that and admired that about her. And I have it's not a quote from her, but it was a quote that somebody else said about her. And yeah, so they said a Dolly Parton concert is like a local census, bringing together people across lines of race, gender, sexuality, and miraculously political affiliation. So I just thought that was really cool that people think that she just brings people of every race, gender, sexuality together instead of bringing them apart. And I kind of compared her to Betty White. Like, Dolly Parton is just really cool. She never does anything bad.
Right.
Just like Betty
There's
White.
nothing bad to say about
That's
her.
right. And bring them together.
Yeah.
Bringing people together. That's powerful.
Yeah. So that's why I chose Dolly Parton. I just thought that she was really influential, and I'll show the picture of her now. And you guys can guess how old you think Dolly Parton is now.
Yeah.
Oh, Mom, where's this ass?
I think she's probably like 73, I'm guessing.
Okay.
I know she's in her 70s.
What was your guess on Cher?
Cher, she's in her 70s too. I don't know.
What about Queen Elizabeth?
I'd say she's 95. I think she's.
You have to
95.
know it.
Yeah. Because I remember hearing that on the news because they celebrated her 95th
How old's
birthday.
Betty White?
I want to say 99.
Yes. Did you get any hint on that at all?
Yeah, because it was printed on the paper.
That was my I'm Betty White. And how old's Jamie Lee Curtis?
She's a few years older than me. 64.
Wrong go.
What?
62.
No.
And Cher is now 73.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Dolly Parton is now 77.
Wow.
Really close.
You know what I like about Dolly Parton though? She's had a lot of cosmetic surgery, obviously.
Mhm.
She boldly talks about it.
Yeah.
And she doesn't care, and
Yeah, she doesn't care.
she doesn't
I
care.
saw
Her
it.
wigs and her makeup and all of her
Yeah,
surgeries,
yeah.
and she just.
I saw a quote from her while I was researching her, and it said, "It costs a lot of money to look this cheap."
That's hilarious.
And there's another one from Dolly. It said that she admired this lady in her town, and she asked her mom, who was that? And her mom said, well, that's the town tramp. And she said, well, when I grow up, I want to be a tramp.
That's hilarious. You gotta have humor. You
Yeah.
have to.
Yeah.
I love to laugh.
What's your favorite Dolly Parton movie? Still Magnolias. That movie is a great movie.
It's an older.
Oh my gosh, that
Yeah.
scene will make you cry every time.
Yeah.
I don't remember many of her movies.
Me neither.
She does a lot on Netflix now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched her Christmas special.
Oh,
cool.
another thing that I wanted to say about Dolly Parton was she recently talked about how, because she doesn't have any kids, and she recently like went public about that, and because everybody's like, why did you never have any kids? And she said that she felt like everyone else's kids were her kids, and if she had kids of her own, then she wouldn't have the freedom and the time to put work in for other people's kids.
That's precious.
So, yeah, I thought that was
That is really cool. I didn't know she never had kids.
I didn't either, and I was
Did Betty White have kids?
Really? Yes.
I don't know about Betty White. I remember her
Is that
husband
like-
had a
if
game
anybody
show. I think it was a
knows,
game
comment.
show. Her husband, I'm thinking it was like Alan Funt or something like that, and it was Password. And that was her husband, and she never remarried, I don't think, after
She
that.
was all about, if you requote, she was all about, she's like, I like older men, and at this age, all of them are dead, or something like that. That's hilarious. And, like, she's really outspoken about her attraction to different men. I thought that was funny.
Betty White is just so funny.
She's wild. Yeah.
She looks just like our grandmother passed away a few years ago.
Yeah,
Oh my
they're very
gosh.
similar.
Oh.
Yeah, like her whole life people called her Betty.
That's
Yeah.
precious.
Because they're identical.
I want to see a picture of her. That's really cool.
So we should have pulled one up too.
Yeah, that would have been good.
Yeah.
Okay, so now it's time for the highlight. All right, drum roll, please. You know what the highlight is, right? If you get 30% off, it is the Naked Bee products. I kind of gave a little hint on that the other day. We gave my mom this and then the facial moisturizer. What do you think about it?
I liked it. It's got the scrubbies in it. What do you call it?
Jojoba beads.
Yes.
Yep.
But there's not too many. It's very light, and I like that because sometimes you get that stuff that's like rubbing
It's
grit
like
on
kind
the
of
face.
painful, yeah.
And this is very light. It rinses off really clean, and I liked it.
So it's a facial cleansing gel. I should have said that. I just assumed that you guys knew. But it has the pineapple and papaya enzymes in it. It also has the jojoba bead exfoliant, and it's gentle. So I've read, and if Tanya's on here, she can probably attest to this, that we do want to exfoliate, but we don't want to do it too rough. This is very gentle. It's a regular price, $12.99, and then it's 30% off because it's like a little, where I'm turning 30. So you get this, it'll be what, 2 days? So it's Saturday,
Yeah.
so it'll be
Until Monday, our close of business.
Yeah, so get this, and is it on the website?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so www.theboutiques.com. These smell great. I was telling you guys yesterday on the live, the Naked Bee products they're good.
They are.
They're really good.
I when I was in college, I worked at the hospital in Morgantown in the gift shop, and we sold so much of Naked Bee products. That's where I got the idea to sell it here. It's because like the people in the hospital love using it on their patients. Like the soap and everything is just so gentle.
It's gentle, and it smells really good too. So,
And I have a friend who had lupus, and she would break out like lupus rashes. And she said that the Naked Bee was the only thing that would help cure and take that redness off of her.
wow, that's awesome. Yeah, skin issues are rough, so you want to be able to put good things on your
skin
skin.
from 30 to 60 is a big issue. That's one thing I've noticed as you get older, especially after you go through menopause and stuff. You lose all your collagen, and the skin issue is huge.
So putting good products on your skin,
Yes.
taking supplements.
Yes.
Yeah, right, Mom? Dad was
Yeah.
always giving us supplements. And Mom's not the best at consistently taking supplements.
Yeah.
This is hand soap. It's got the orange blossom scent to it. I don't know if this opens, but I'm gonna use one of them. No, I'm not even gonna try. But it's just foaming hand soap. Really good. It is $12.99 as well.
Now, if you open that, they can smell it. Is it smell-o-vision?
Hey, you never know how you'll smell it. Maybe in like the next decade.
I like that smell of it.
All right, so you got the
You
hand
better
soap.
patent that.
Yeah. She's got some good ones. I'm serious. And then you got the body butter. It's the jasmine. I don't know if you can smell this one or not. Or is there a tangy on it? Yeah.
You can probably kind of smell it.
No, it's pretty sealed up. I'm not doing it. Alright, we got that. And then we've got some hand lotion, jasmine. So there's that. And then this is the bar soap. It's oatmeal and honey. So what is oatmeal and honey good for? Is that like when you have
That's like for chicken pox.
we don't have chicken pox anymore? Do people have chicken pox?
People do still get them, yeah.
Yeah,
but
I'm not
it's-
I got them in ninth grade.
Really?
You got
I have them twice.
You got
Did you really?
you got those I think in kindergarten.
I got them in kindergarten.
Yeah.
I remember specifically, but I'm just thinking my kids have never had chicken pox. I guess
I
it's a
guess
vaccine against
yeah.
that.
Yeah, there's a new vaccine.
But I would
Yeah.
throw oatmeal
Yeah.
in a knee-high stocking, knot it, and throw it in the bathtub.
I got a chicken pox right on the top of my head. Remember that?
No.
I have a little scar on my head from it.
It hurt.
Yeah.
But anyway, she can use this not for chicken pox. Just
To take care of your skin, it makes it soft, it smells good.
I love that. That's weird.
Went off on a tangent.
That's all we got for that. But again, the highlight is just something we're just highlighting at the end of the show. Just something fun, and then we put it on sale for 2 days. So there's that. So is there any comments that we need to read? Oh, I almost forgot. Do we not? I really think we need to.
Probably Amy.
She's probably, yeah, aw. It's okay. There's always a rewatch. Now, it wouldn't be a birthday party without cupcakes, right, guys? Let me see if I can. Tell me if I'm holding them up. Oh, good.
Hold
Can you
back to the legs.
Yeah.
Oh. All right. So I'm gonna serve everybody cupcakes, and if you want to tell them who made them, and oh.
Yeah, so Jeannie Neff from Summersville, West Virginia made these. Recently she is so sweet. I love her so much, and she brought me some cupcakes, like, just because she's amazing. And I love them, so ever since then, every time we have a birthday or something, I always order from her.
She's
And
so
so
sweet.
she is so sweet. I asked her, could you make us some, like, girl power cupcakes for our birthday show? And that is what she made, and we're excited about it.
Yes.
It's so cute.
And we want to be women supporting women too,
Yes.
right? I mean, of course, we care about you two men, but this is more
I mean,
about
a little.
a little bit, right?
But she's on Facebook, and the name of her company is Cake Box.
What you get, whichever one you want. So it says "Go Girl." Focused. Ooh, you need to get the focused and fierce, Holly.
Yeah.
That's definitely for you.
I don't know, Jenny, which one's for me, you think?
Girl boss. Gold
digger? No, that's not me. Let's see.
Future is what?
I like focus.
Focus is good, yeah.
It's hard to get the ones in the center without getting
We
messy.
were gonna eat these on camera like early, and I was like, what if we get it all over our face? So just pick one out for me, Mom, and
Well, let me see. You're a boss girl. Bossy girl.
Hey, I'm not too bad.
No, you're not too bad.
Oh, all right.
So we are going to be back again next Saturday for episode 3 of Queen's Talk. It'll be at noon again, so just make sure you join in, and it's always posted afterwards, and it's on YouTube. So you can go and subscribe to our YouTube channel and find all of our Queen's Talk videos, and then also some individual vlogs that you guys have seen Holly post some. I don't think you haven't posted any yet, have you?
Not vlogs, just lives. From the
Yeah,
shop.
just lives. And I'll be posting one soon too, probably with me and Reagan. So just join in next Saturday at 12 o'clock.
Thanks for having me.